everyone! Today I'm going to do a bronze reddish kind of smoky eye makeup tutorial. This is a makeup look that's great for this season because it's got such autumnal colours, and also it is perfect for Christmas parties and things like that because of the reddish tones in it, but it can also be worn on an everyday basis because it isn't so sparkly and shiny that it has to be for a party. So I'm going to get straight in and show you how I'm going to do my makeup. So first I'm just tying my hair out of the way, because I don't want to get that all caught up in everything. For moisturiser, I'm taking the Simple Kind to Skin Protecting Light Moisturiser with SPF 15. You will probably know if you've watched any of my other videos that this is my regular moisturiser. I use it on a daily basis and it seems to be my go-to moisturiser for the moment because it is really good in this season. I don't really know why. It's not the heaviest of moisturisers. Obviously it says it's a light moisturiser, but I find that I don't need a hugely heavy one because I have a heavy nighttime one. But it's really, really good for makeup and it works really well with my primer, which is the Nivea Daily Essentials Express Hydration Primer. I just take a little bit of that on my finger and just put it on my face. And I like to kind of half pat and half rub this in, because I feel like with primer you don't want it to be too absorbed into your skin or stuff's not going to stick to it. And I then just wait a couple of minutes for that to kind of sink in and dry a bit, because otherwise all of your makeup's just going to slide straight off your face. So first up for concealer, I'm taking the Miss Sporty So Perfect Stay Cover Stick in 001 Light, and I'm using this to cover up any red patches. I get redness around here a lot and just down the sides of my nose. And to blend that in, I'm using the EcoTools foundation brush. I'm then taking the Miss Sporty So Clear Anti-Spot Cover Stick in 01, and I'm using this as a highlighter, so I'm going to apply it in a triangle under my eyes and down the centre of my nose. And again, I'm going to use the EcoTools foundation brush to blend this in. With what's under my eyes, I'm going to blend it onto my lids as well to kind of act as a primer and to cover up the darkness that's on my eyes, because my eyes are particularly dark at the moment. To set this, I'm using my Model Zone powder brush to apply the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in 003 Peach Glow. And I'm just patting this in to make sure that it actually stays on and doesn't just fall straight off again, and also to make sure that I have enough coverage of it as well. Now I'm going to move on to contouring, and I'm using the 17 Define and Conquer Contour Kit, and I'm going to be taking my EcoTools angled brush and using this darker shade here to contour under my cheekbones. I'm also just applying a little bit on my nose as well. And I'm now going back to my Model Zone powder brush and just blending that all out. And then with the same brush, I'm going into the lighter colour and I'm going to highlight my cheekbones and kind of under my eyes and down the centre of my face, and also along my jaw. I'm now taking the Collection Bronze Glow Shimmering Bronzer in the shade Medium, and I'm going to apply that using this powder brush, and I'm going to use this to extend out the line of my contouring right up to my ears and also darken my jawline a bit. To add a bit of shimmer, I'm taking the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Peach Lights, and I'm going to apply this on my cheekbones and then put the excess above the arches of my brows and down my nose and slightly on my chin, and I'm using the Superdry powder brush to do this. And I like to just pat this in rather than kind of dust it on like I do with a lot of other products, because it's relatively shimmery but it's also quite light. You don't get huge amounts of it on the brush, so to get an effect you kind of need to pat it on rather than just sweep it on lightly. Next I'm going to be taking the Avon Colour Trend Lip Balm in Coral Shimmer and just putting a coat of that on my lips. Next I'm going to move on to eyeshadows, and I'm first going in with the Revolution Redemption palette in Iconic 1, and I'm taking my Eco Tools eyeshadow brush and using the very palest colour over here to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. I'm now going in to the Sleek Storm palette, and I'm taking the shade Snowstorm and my Model Zone eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go over the colour that I've just applied. And I'm also going to apply this just under the arches of my brows. And then the excess is going to go on my nose and my cupid's bow. I'm now taking the Superdrug Pro 11 brush and the shade Perfect Storm, which is this pinky colour here, and I'm going to put that all over my lids. I'm now taking the Superdrug Pro 13 brush and the shade Firestorm, this red one on the end, and I'm going to apply this in the outer V and blend it in. Just to make sure that's blended in, I'm going back in with the Pro 11 and just blending everything out. And I'm going to go in with my Model Zone flat eyeshadow brush and take the shade Firestorm again and extend that a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm now taking the Superdrug Pro 13 brush again and going into my Urban Decay Naked palette and taking the shade Hustle, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the very outer corner of the outer V. And then again I'm going to take the Pro 11 brush and just blend that in. I am now taking my Natural Collection Liquid Eyeliner and I'm going to do a thin line and flick on my top lash line. So while my eyeliner sort of sets and dries, I'm going to fill in my brows, and I'm using the Revolution Redemption palette in Iconic 1, and I'm taking this chocolate brown colour here, and I'm using the Eco Tools flat liner brush. And then I'm going to set my brows with the Natural Collection Lash Care Mascara in Clear. And this is also great because it really helps to brush your brows into place, and particularly if you have quite unruly brows like I do. I have really long hairs in my eyebrows and they go curly, which is really irritating, but this tip is really good for keeping them in place. I'm now going to curl my lashes using my No. 7 lash curlers. And then I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm first using the NYC Big and Bold Volume by the Lash Mascara in Extra Black. And I'm then going in with a layer of the NYC Big and Bold 24 Hour Mascara, also in Extra Black. And then finally, to give my mascara a little bit of a waterproof edge, I'm using the 17 Vavavoom Waterproof Volume Mascara. And this is in black. So that's my finished makeup look. If you wanted to go a bit more Christmassy, you could put on a red lip. I would recommend going for kind of a darker red lip, like a berry kind of colour, just to match it in with your eyeshadow a little bit. But this is also ideal for kind of slightly more everyday wear because you haven't got any bold lipsticks on and you're not going all out with it with shiny, sparkly, glittery eyes and lipstick. If you wanted to make it more of a party look, then you could definitely put on false eyelashes as well. I personally don't like to wear false eyelashes on a regular basis, and as I'm wearing this as an everyday look at the moment, I won't be wearing false eyelashes with it. If you give this look a go, then put a photo on Instagram and tag me in it. My link is in the box down below, along with all my other social media links, so check those out and give me a follow. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me, and I will see you again soon. Bye!